Snackle, a few-minute podcast from Self-Access Center and VR Lab, Campus YMX Ecatepec. Have you ever wondered how many times you open the fridge a day, hoping to find something tasty and quick to eat? Picture how your English will be if you ate it in bites. Keep it simple, keep it short, keep it. Snackable, a place where broken English is welcome. Hey, community YMX Ecatepec, what's the tea? I hope you are doing great with your exams. As you know, we are going through the second partial exam, so good luck. And by the way, welcome to another episode of Snackable. Today in the show, we have a guy who, in my opinion, is very clever, talented, and passionate when it comes to what he really matters. He's Kenji Mejia Bañuelos. I have to say that we met when we were very young, and we used to be colleagues. Welcome, Kenji. How are you?
Hello, everyone. I'm pleased to be here. I was nagging Esme because I wanted to be here from a long time ago. And now that I got the opportunity, then, I'm very happy to be here.
I don't know. It might have been like, what about 8 years, maybe?
Maybe.
7 years? Something
It
like
has
that.
been a long time. Yeah,
Yeah.
it has been a long time.
It's my pleasure to have you here, and thank you for accepting this invitation. Let's start. I think it will be amazing if you let our community know something about you, such as, I don't know, maybe your degree or the thing that you do for a living.
Right. So currently I'm working at PPG. It is better known as Comex in Mexico. I am a business analyst and also project manager. I've been working here for 11 years now.
Wow.
Yeah, prior to that, I was a teacher at YM. So, and you said it before, we were colleagues, we worked together, but I went into my career path. But, English has been always a very important part of my professional career. So what I'm doing now is not different from teaching children English.
Yeah.
It is also using the language to communicate and to convey information to management or to the business or to whoever needs it.
Yeah, but it was such a change, because, of course, your current job is actually challenging, but also being a teacher is challenging. So you have like different paths to follow. And in a bit, we are going to be talking about it. Just to be clear, you studied information technology, right?
That's correct. Yes.
Nice. Thank you. And I think that one of the fundamental questions in this podcast is, what is your story with English? What about your journey? When did you start? How long did it take to achieve the level that you have? And what is the thing that somehow has you hooked to English? So please tell us your story about English.
Thanks. We could be here all morning and all night if I
try to make it short.
Right. So I started learning English when I was about 6 years old. My father went to the United States to work, and he used to send us video games, right? But all of those video games were in English. So neither my brother and I knew how to play or how to understand the rules or instructions.
Yeah.
So we were pushed to learn, right?
All right. Well, as we have mentioned, we knew each other, but I didn't know that information. and I think that now I can understand somehow the way you are about video games and the reason that you are keen on video games, So,
Right. And they are important to me because they were sent by my father. I didn't have the chance to see him a lot. So video games were a way for me to know that he was thinking about me, right? And learning the language also was important because he was in the United States. The American dream was very famous at back at that time. So we were dreaming of the United States as a big country and all that. So when I say we, I refer to my brother and I.
Yeah.
We focused a lot to learn the language, and at some point, interacting with our father with the language as well.
All right. So you have feelings for English because of your father and because of course, the video games, as you have mentioned, reminded you to him.
Right, right.
All right.
And from that point on, it was just a matter of, learning vocabulary and trying to learn more and more and more. And this is something important, Esme, because when you're passionate about
Yeah.
something and when you're young, it is very easy to learn something. If you're not passionate
Exactly.
enough, it will be very hard. Not impossible, but very hard.
Yeah. And when was it that you started learning English in a formal way?
Right. I was 12 years old when I got into this New York Institute was the name of the school.
Yeah.
And I learned there most of the, more serious structure of English and how
Yeah.
it is meant to be used for. And from that point on, I just continued with, secondary school and high school and all that.
All right, that is great. Well, you mentioned something important that I am dying to ask is when you are young, you can learn everything.
Right.
All
That's
right.
correct.
So, I mean, as we said at the beginning, you used to be a teacher, and well, you used to teach teenagers, right? Teens.
Right.
So, could you face that? Could you experience and taste that?
Yeah. When I started teaching at YM, I started with little children,
Yeah.
8, 9 years old. It was very hard. It was very challenging. I couldn't do it myself. I
Yeah.
consider myself to be more like a teenage guy. Uh,
Yeah.
so I asked, the people in there to change my course to someone, to a bigger audience.
Yeah.
And we went to teenagers, and I felt great with them, but they are also a challenge. I mean, they're young, they are active, they have energy, they want to talk about many things, and it is important to focus them on what to learn and the importance of the language as well.
Exactly. Well, I have to say that I completely agree. And actually, there is an author. His name is Jeremy Harmer, and he said that when you are, for example, teenagers, you are not afraid to making mistakes because you haven't experienced at all. I mean, this bully thing, you know,
Right.
and I mean, you just try. And when we are adults, it is like I have experienced being ashamed, so I am afraid of people making
Right.
fun of me, you know? So it is interesting how this thing about English can be seen in different sections or sectors as elementary school, junior high, high school, or even university. So it is amazing how this thing works, you know?
Right. And to add to that, Esme, I want to tell a little story.
Yeah,
Uh, we were once at work. There were some people from Pittsburgh that came in to help us with some configurations. And so we went to have dinner with them after the work, right?
yeah,
And we were with this guy called Dan. And one of my colleagues didn't know how to speak English very well, right?
yep.
So, and he said, and I quote, he said, "I apologize for not knowing your language." And this guy responded with, "You don't have to apologize. You have to be proud because I only know English and you
Yeah,
know Spanish, and you're also trying to communicate in another language. So it is not a matter of I don't know the language. It is a matter of I am trying, I am
exactly.
communicating." And I want to leave you guys with that. It is important that you will make mistakes, but it is better to make mistakes to improve
Exactly.
than to not even try, right?
Yeah, I totally agree. And I think that one of the mottos about Snackable, as I said at the beginning, broken English is welcome.
Right.
As you were saying, we are trying, despite the fact that we mispronounce a word, despite the fact that we make mistakes or that our sentences are not grammatically correct at all,
Right.
we are trying. And that's the thing about this activity and the reason of Snackable. So yeah, I completely agree with you. And well, finally, Kenji, is there something that you would like to say to our community about the importance of English in in their life, or, for example, for you in your job? How important is English?
Right. So when I went to get the interview from Comex,
Yep.
I didn't know anything. right? And this is important to state. I didn't know database. I didn't know anything related to the actual work, right? So I was very nervous. They interviewed me, and they were asking me, do you know this? Do you know that? And I told them, no, I'm willing to learn, but I don't really know it,
Yeah.
right? And I was thinking in my head, they are not going to pick me. I don't know anything, right?
Yep.
So, and they told me, don't worry, we will call you, whatever, blah, 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 blah.
Yep.
I stand up, I go to the door, and then the person who interviewed me said, wait, one more question. Do you speak English? And that's the moment when I say, yes, I do. And he told me, could we have a conversation in English?
Yep.
And then that's the moment where I said, this is where I win. This is where I can change things, right?
Exactly.
And I did it. I had this conversation with him, to be perfectly honest with you. And he told me that. He told me, your English is better than mine.
All right.
And he told me, we'll call you. And they did. And most of the reasons why I got hired, I was later told this, was because of English. They told me we needed someone who knew the language, not really the knowledge, because you can acquire the knowledge with practice, but the language, that's a key thing here. And that's the thing that I use every day. And even though my accent is not what I would like to have, because I wanted to have a British accent at the beginning of my career, right? I have developed this, I would say, Mexican English accent.
Yeah, for
right?
sure.
Right, and I'm pretty comfortable with it. I can communicate with people, and that's important.
Yeah, I think that sometimes we have those highest standards about the things that we have to exactly. And it's like, don't worry. I think you are able to express yourself. You have your own accent, and it is you. I mean, you might gonna chip it but I don't know. Somehow it might be too forced that somehow it wouldn't be you. So it would be lovely to have a British accent.
I know.
I mean, it is not possible at all.
Yeah,
so
no, it's
just
posh,
try to be yours.
Right, but
exactly.
Stick with what works with you.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah, I think that you just have nailed the how is this expression? You just have nailed the how did you say clavo? It is nail, right?
It is nail.
Nail. You just have hit the nail on the head. Right. Yes. Sorry. Yeah, that is expression. About what you say. You just hit what works for you and stick to it.
Right. Definitely. I agree with that.
Exactly. Okay. Congrats on that adventure that you have. And because of English, you were hired. And you must have been very proud of yourself. And I know that now you speak English and now you have learned stuff about your job. And well, I think that you are such a successful guy. So congrats on that.
Yeah, no, thank you. I mean, congratulations to you as well, because you have this great podcast that I was very interested about. And I hope you get it bigger and bigger and bigger.
Yeah, that's the plan. So thank you for having, as I said at the beginning, thank you for having accepted this invitation. And you are welcome whenever you want.
Thanks. I'll be back soon if, we get the schedules working.
Exactly, for sure. Okay, can you, thank you a lot. And well, say goodbye to our community.
Goodbye, everyone. Keep studying English, keep studying your careers, investigate, read, learn, do things.
Yeah, for sure. All right, community YMX Ecatepec, thank you for joining us. See you next episode.
Bye-bye.